What did he just say? This video is brought to you by The Oxitative Store. The Oxitative Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Make sure you visit beatingblackandblue.com. Beatingblackandblue.com to get my very first book about policing in America from B. Tatum's perspective. I tell a little bit about my life story growing up. I interview a couple other police officers. We give statistical data on why defunding the police is a hill of crap. You make sure you get the book. Go to the link in the description section. Put your name on the list. I'm only signing the books for people whose name is on the list. You get first dibs. So go in there in the description section and get that book for you. All right, let's get into this. I don't have time to waste your time. Let's talk about what Joe Biden said. Now, for all of you people of you know what that decided that you were going to go out and pull the lever for Joe Biden, the sleepy old man who ain't never done nothing for America, substantive, and never done nothing for America, especially people like me, ain't never done nothing. And y'all went out and pulled the lever for him, and he done said more racist stuff than anybody I've ever seen. And I know you're wondering why I got this on my wrist. My baby boy was born, so I got to still make these videos because I love y'all, but I got to get back to the hospital for my baby boy. But anyway, Joe Biden has said more racist stuff than anybody in the country. And I'm going to play a clip of something ridiculously crazy that he said more recently. But when he say, if you don't know who you're voting for, me or Trump, you ain't black. If you say, white kids are just as talented as poor kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to say things like that, we know what you're saying, Joe. If you're going to support Strom Thurmond, who was a racist, if you're going to support Robert Byrd, you did the eulogy at his funeral, who was a blatant racist, was a part of the Ku Klux Klan, and against Jim Crow. So was Strom Thurmond. And Strom Thurmond was considered his mentor. You can't tell me that this man ain't a racist. But don't believe me, just like anything else. Don't just believe B. Tatum. Don't just listen to your pastor and them. You need evidence. I'm going to show you more evidence of how silly it is. Now, I want you to disregard some of the words that are on this thing because I didn't write it. My wife just sent me this post, and I thought it was relevant, so I'm going to share it with you. So without me running my mouth too much, roll the film.
The other portion is a lot.
First of all, he can't talk. Don't get me started.
A lot of people don't know how to register. Not everybody in the community, in the Hispanic and the African American community, particularly in rural areas that are distant and or inner city districts, know how to get online to determine how to get in line for that COVID vaccination.
Last time I checked, it was 2021. You saying, this is what he's saying. I'm just going to interpret for you because some of y'all don't want to be honest. Not y'all watching this because y'all perfect. I'm talking about somebody else on another YouTube channel. But, brother, it's 2021. All you got to do is go to Google and put COVID test near me. And it's going to pop up. Tick, 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 tick. So you're saying black people ain't smart enough to hit Google, but they can buy flights. They can go get a job, apparently. They know how to vote because they ended up voting for you on accident. I don't know how that happened. But they know how to vote. They know how to find a voting center. They know how to get driver's license and IDs. They know how to get a public defender. They can do it all. Even the defense attorney is more relevant. They know how to do everything. Black people pretty much almost run the culture in the United States of America, but we too dumb to find out a COVID testing center. This is what this man is saying. And y'all, I don't know what y'all thinking. Done ran out and voted for him. Let's see if he gives some more jewels in this post.
At the Walgreens or at the particular store.
So they can go in there and buy the stuff that you use when you don't want to have kids. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You can go in Walgreens and buy that, but they can't find out about COVID testing. I'm telling you, y'all, you gotta read these people's behaviors. Joe Biden clearly, in his mind, has never been around black people. He has never been around black people because he thinks black people are so dumb that they can't figure out how to get a COVID test. But I know of a group of people who know how to manipulate the food stamps and have buku food stamps. I know of people that's savvy enough to know how to documents in order to get housing and all kind of fraudulent stuff through the United States government. I'm not talking about people I don't know. I know people that know how to do all of that, but they can't go get a COVID test at Walgreens. They can't get a COVID test. I know people that know how to slang dope, and I'm only using the mischievous people that I know, that's savvy enough with low amounts of education that didn't graduate. They know how to sell dope and package it, cook it, and deliver it across state lines without getting caught, but they don't know how to go get a COVID test. I don't know what in these inner cities in the black. What are you talking? They know how to go get a stolen gun. They know exactly where to go to get a stolen gun, but can't go get a COVID test. I know of people. Now let me go to positive, because there's gonna be some people on here that crying that you always negative about black people. I know of people that can go to universities, 4.0 GPA, become doctors, lawyers, I don't know, Ben Carsons, but they don't know how to hit the Google. They don't know how to hit the Google. They don't know how to find COVID tests. They can't just go to Walgreens and say, where we get COVID at? Okay. They can get the stimulus checks and blow it at Gucci, but they can't find the COVID testing center. I just had to throw that out there. And the reason why I'm using the down negative is because he's talking about people who are poor, people who are in the inner cities, people who are the downtrodden, where most of the crime occurs. But tell me the man ain't a racist. Tell me the man is somebody who's acting with integrity and really is looking out for what's best for this country, and somebody who knows the voice of the people. He doesn't. He's half dead. He got 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot in China. The dude is not for the people. He didn't. This wasn't, in my opinion, this wasn't fair and square. Y'all know it ain't. The man is unlikable. But somehow, somewhere, he's doing a great job. Anyway, I hope that this gives clarity to some people and see that I want to keep beating it down people's throats, because they talk so much about Trump, and then you got a man on display, Joe Biden, where you said all these crazy stuff about Trump, and he's actually out there doing it, and now people want to be quiet. I'm not going to be quiet. I'm going to keep telling the truth. Comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. Is Joe Biden a great president, or is B. Tatum just tripping? But anyway, make sure you visit beatingblackandblue.com to get my book. I love you guys. See you on the next one. I'm out.